All right, everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for being with us. Our next segment is an article from Pascal Sabino from Black Club Chicago. West Side Violence Prevention Groups helping CPS design alternatives to cops in schools, a whole different way of them doing things. It's a pretty good article. And I'm going to say that what I find sad about this is that this isn't more of a citywide issue. This idea of community organizations coming together, finding ways to deal with and combat what's going on in schools and getting away from this police-only response. I remember years ago, Jonathan Peck from the Southwest Youth Collaborative in Marquette Park talked to me. He was on our advisory board for many years. And he talked to me about how, the police, at that point, one of the district commanders, they operated in several districts, I believe, or maybe multiple district commanders, had come to SWIC, Southwest Youth Club. I think that's what their name, acronym was pronounced, but came to Southwest Youth Collaborative and were looking for ways to stop getting teachers to call the police on every single thing that happened. Disrespecting a teacher was grounds for the police being called. And when you now station cops in all these schools, that's a huge problem, right? And Mayor Lightfoot had an opportunity this summer in response to George Floyd, in response to the calls to defund police, to really come out and start a citywide dialogue on all of this. Getting cops out of schools, coming up with alternative response systems. And unfortunately, what's happened is more or less some of that is occurring, but it's occurring almost in the shadows instead of being in the light. Excuse me, it should not just be a few community organizations working behind closed doors. This should be a bigger, more community-based endeavor so that people know what's going on and can have some input in it and feel satisfied in the process. This is not what's happening. There is an alternative response prototype project, I believe, going on in one of the police districts. And I don't remember which one it is right off the top of my head, but it shouldn't be happening in secret. If we're going to go down these paths, it should be done in public. But when you get politicians that are worried about getting reelected, this stuff always happens in the shadows. It's unfortunately the way it's done, and this is how it was done under Daley. This is how it's done under Rahm. This is how it's being done under Lightfoot. This is shadow politics at its best, and that's a sad thing. This may be a great idea that's involving Build Chicago in it, but we just need more sunshine about what's going on and who's involved and what is being proposed, and then prototyping it to see if it works. We don't need this stuff going on behind closed doors, but that's the way politicians in Chicago, and unfortunately Lightfoot is still infected by the political bug. I do think candidate Lightfoot would be upset with what some of the things Mayor Lightfoot is doing.